Hey guys, what is up? This is Matthew Davis, me once again. Welcome back to another movie review, aka After I Saw. And this time it is going to be on David Fincher's newest film, Mank. Now, Mank is a Netflix original movie, and it tells the story of Herman Mankiewicz, played by Gary Oldman, who is the screenwriter for Citizen Kane. If you don't know what Citizen Kane is, what the hell is wrong with you? And he's really trying to focus on getting it done. From there, we see what goes on in his life as he tries to finish it, all set in a black and white tone. Now, David Fincher has not made a movie in 6 years. His last movie was Gone Girl, which was released in 2014, which I actually did see in the theater despite being 14 when it was released, so I was a little worried if he was ever going to come back to direct. Well, he did, and I could say Mank is one of his bests. I mean, it's pretty easy to see this as a complete Oscar bait film. I mean, the fact that it's kind of in the biopic genre and it has big lead roles, yeah, it's easy to see why. But I can say it definitely deserves it. Everyone, especially Gary Oldman, knocks it out of the park with this film. Alright, the performances are outstanding, okay? The writing from each character is spot on, and it never feels like it tries to drag on. It does drag on in some certain scenes, but for the most part, I was invested throughout most of this film. But what I love most about this movie is the way they shot it. Alright, they make it seem like it was made in the early 40s, not just the look, but the sound too, and the editing. Like, the transitions they use is something we've seen in a lot of older movies. It's very impressive. I really did feel like I was watching a film released in the early 40s or late 30s. Whatever you wanna see it as. Also, yeah, I got to see this in a theater. It will be streaming on Netflix on December 4th. Anyways, I don't really know what there is else to say. Like I mentioned before, it does have some slow moments here and there. Like, I'm not really going to spoil anything for you, but yeah, it does drag on. It's over 2 hours long, and I feel like if they could have shaved off like a little bit, but David Fincher is known for his pretty lengthy films. While it's not as lengthy as, it's not as long as films like Benjamin Button, and it's not as quite as powerful as his other biopic, which was Social Network. I still think this is one of his most powerful films yet. Fincher still kept me engaged throughout this entire 2 hour and 11-minute long experience. I don't necessarily feel like it's a movie about the making of Citizen Kane. It's more of a movie about the people who helped make it. And this movie isn't even about the one who directed it. It's about the one who wrote it, which is even more interesting to me. David Fincher's Mank was a fantastic look at the people who created one of the best movies ever made. Strong writing, performances, directing, and cinematography are easily what made this such a great look for me, and I highly recommend checking it out. I'm gonna give Mank a 4.5 out of 5. It will be releasing on December 4th on Netflix, like I said, and it's in some select theaters right now, not a whole lot because I don't need to repeat myself, but I highly recommend checking it out when it does. I know this is a pretty short review, but it's not fully released yet, like I said, so I don't want to fully spoil everything here, but I highly recommend checking it out. If you're a fan of Citizen Kane, and if you're a fan of the people who made Citizen Kane, then I highly recommend checking this movie out when it does get the full streaming service on Netflix, that is. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Word out.